I get a question all the time from my patients. Why are my joints making that sound when I get adjusted? What is that cracking sound? Are my bones really cracking? Well, thankfully, no, they're not cracking, and it's very safe. That sound is created within the joint capsule. And I have a model here of two vertebrae, and you can see here, these are the joints. So like if you arch your back, or you bend forward, or you tip side to side, it's going to move along that joint surface. Now this joint is surrounded by a capsule, and inside that capsule is going to be synovial fluid and gases, and those serve as a purpose for lubrication so the joint can move easily. Now when you separate the joint at a certain rate of speed or quickly, it's going to release those gases because it's going to be creating a negative pressure within inside that joint capsule, and then you get an audible sound. So if I take both of my hands together and I squeeze it and then pull apart, I feel pressure created inside or between my hands. But see, if I do it slowly, you don't hear nothing. But if I do it quickly, you'll hear a popping sound, and that's the audible sound you'll get when you're doing an adjustment. Now, thankfully, when you do a realignment, you get that popping sound. It's very safe. Now, some people don't like that sound, though. They might say, Doc, it feels like, nails across a chalkboard, and I want to make it as comfortable as possible for all my patients, so there's ways around that. You can still realign your spine without having that popping or audible sound created. And the ways we do that, there are many, but a couple, for an example, would be using an instrument like this. This actually will put the joint back into place, and it makes a clicking sound, so you won't hear that popping sound. And then another way to do it, it would be using a table that can raise up here, and then you push down on it, and it will drop. And that's another way to adjust, and you won't get that popping sound. So just so you know, cracking, no bones are really cracking. It's very safe, and there's ways around it if you're not comfortable with the popping sound, just as long as we can realign your spine or whatever joint's out of place and hopefully help with your ailments.